Pollster Frank Luntz and our focus group are back with who impressed and who did not. Frank?
Well, one of the people who did really well tonight was someone who was not a factor until the last few weeks, Governor Chris Christie. I want to play for you, Megan, and for the people at home, one of the most effective moments of tonight's debate is when Chris Christie was critical of the Senate and these battles over issues that nobody understands. Let's take a look.
I want to talk to the audience at home for a second. If your eyes are glazing over like mine, this is what it's like to be on the floor of the United States Senate. I mean, endless debates about how many angels on the head of a pin from people who've never had to make a consequential decision in an executive position. The fact is, for 7 years, I had to make these decisions after 9/11. Make a decision about how to proceed forward with an investigation or how to pull back, whether to use certain actionable intelligence or whether not to.
So let's do a word or phrase to describe Chris Christie.
He's absolutely on point, and he makes me feel safe.
I think that he's trying to discredit the other people on their records, but those count too.
Highly confident, direct, to the point.
I believed him.
He tells it like he sees it.
He's experienced.
The right man for these times.
So I'm going to stop here. So explain to me what it is about what he said and what he presented tonight, because he's only at 3% nationwide. He's doing well in New Hampshire. You all responded so well to him, and this is out of the ordinary. What was it?
He spoke so plainly and went right to the gut of the problem that I just appreciated it.
He connects what we, the American people, are feeling with his laser focus on how to get to fix it.
He looked me right in the eye and told me exactly what the problem was.
One more.
He's saying exactly what we're thinking. These debates are becoming a fight. That's not what we want to see. We want to see what the candidates think about the real issues.
Now, they're going to think that this is scripted because you gave me the perfect transition. One of the most powerful moments that did not do well is when candidates went at each other. And there was no candidate tonight who was attacked more than Donald Trump. But every time he was attacked, you all didn't like it. Let's take a look at some of those dials.
When you had the World Trade Center go, people were put into planes that were friends, family, girlfriends, and they were put into planes and they were sent back, for the most part, to Saudi Arabia. They knew what was going on. They went home and they wanted to watch their boyfriends on television.
This is another example of the lack of seriousness. Look, this is troubling because we're at war.
We need tough people. We need toughness. We need intelligence, and we need tough.
Is Donald Trump a serious candidate? The reason I ask this is, if you're going to close the internet, realize, America, what that entails.
So you guys don't like the fact that candidates are attacking each other, correct? And you don't want them attacking Trump, correct?
Right.
Raise your hands if you changed your mind tonight from when you walked in here. Raise your hands. There are 11 people in here. Who'd you switch from?
I went from Rubio to Cruz.
Because?
Because he was much stronger tonight.
Who'd you switch from?
From Trump to Cruz.
Because?
Very presidential. He has control of the issues.
Switched.
Rubio to Cruz.
Because?
He just sounded more ready for this debate.
Fiorina to Christie, because he's on point on the issues that really matter.
Carson to Christie, because I can trust him as my president.
Paul to Cruz, because he's going to be really aggressive defending what he believes in.
Trump to Cruz for the same reason.
Right there.
Trump to Christie, because I believe in him, and he was 2,000% more presidential than anybody else tonight.
So, Megan, we had a significant change. And in the 5 debates that we've now done these sessions, more people switched in this debate than any other. Chris Christie won big. Ted Cruz won big. Marco Rubio apparently did not do that well here. I know many in our group is very critical of Jeb Bush and Rand Paul. But I want you to go home understanding that Ted Cruz and Chris Christie were the winners of this debate. You guys agree?
Yes.
Megan, back to you.
I just want to do a fact check here because the 9/11 Commission executive director came out in response, because Trump has been making this claim about the wives of the 9/11 hijackers for a couple of days. He got fact checked on that. The 9/11 Commission chief, the executive director, said it's not true. None of those terrorists were married, and they didn't bring their girlfriends or wives or anybody over here. Just so people are aware, that isn't actually true. But I want to ask your audience, your focus group, Frank, about Fiorina and how they felt about her. She did try to interrupt a lot tonight. She got skewered a little on Twitter for it. What did the audience think of Fiorina?
Did she interrupt too much, yes or no? Yes. Who says she did? Did she impress you? Did she do better tonight than the other candidates, yes or no? No. So what disappointed you? Very quickly, what disappointed you? Yep.
She just makes everything to the point about what's going on, but she's not strong enough.
You're the youngest voter
not
here.
Strong enough.
Disappoint you or impress you?
No, she did not. No, she did not. She is somebody that represents me because she has experience in things besides politics. That's somebody that I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who hasn't been in politics for 30 years.
So, Megan, it's basically mixed for Carly Fiorina.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, did the audience notice somebody was coughing the whole debate?
Did you guys hear it? No, they didn't.
Well, there was a mystery going on. Who was the cougher? And Twitter was all aflame with who is the cougher? And the cougher has been identified, and you're just going to have to stay tuned, and I'll tell you who it is later.
Hey.
I'll give you a hint. It's someone who should have been able to cure the coughing. Great to see you, Frank. Thank you.